Hey guys, what's going on? Hello Matthew. Bobcat, how's it going? Misty Houston rides? Gonna wait a couple minutes, see who else wants to join in on the live stream. Hey, how's it going? Bobcat Pride, I do plan on having a fan meetup sometime. Right now, got a lot of stuff going on with the channel and what's coming up, so I'm trying to let all that go through and kind of settle in before we start doing any kind of fan meetups, because those sometimes can take a little bit of time and organization and things like that. So I will let you guys know when that comes up. Am I sick? No, I'm not sick, but my sinuses are a little wobbly right now. Kind of messed up with the channel. I'm sorry, not the channel, but the weather. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How are you? Sorry if the camera's shaking. It's been a long day. You gave clothes to Daily Rest, just like me. Awesome, Bobcat. I was wondering if that was something local. So as you guys can see, we've got Miss Maggie here. I'm going to be doing a little work on her right now. That's why I kind of started this channel, or this stream, but I'm going to give it a couple more minutes before I go into depth about that. Job interview in a couple hours. Well, good luck with that. I hope everything goes well. Hey, can you bring me my battery pack, please, when you get a chance? Alright, we're going to try to do this fairly quick. It's going to be a quick video. Sorry again for all the shaking. Alright, so as you can see, Maggie is missing a turn signal. So I'm gonna work on that tonight and try to replace that. Well, not replace it. I didn't really lose it. Let's see. I've got it right here. Got to put it back on. I didn't have the bolt or the nut tight enough, I guess, when I put the new plastics on. So I guess it kind of rattled loose or something. So I had to go out and buy a new one. I'm gonna I bought a lock washer to try to put that on and see if that works out good as well. And then we've got this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Bring it over here in the light. Got a carbon fiber tank pad to put on this new paint job so my zippers don't mess up the paint job. I'm going to put that on tonight. What do you guys think about this? These live videos as far as updates? Would you rather have these instead of, oh gosh, less than 20%? Alright, we're going to make this go a little bit quicker. Do you guys like the live streams better for update videos instead of an actual video that's going to have an update? That way, not only do you guys still get somewhat of a video, but you actually get to talk with me as well, and I get to interact with you guys. I kind of like that. But what's your guys' input? Would you prefer the live streams for updates instead of me actually putting a video out? Or would you like me to continue putting the update videos out? I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know tomorrow's video. If it comes out tomorrow, it'll be late because it has rained all weekend. You like the live streams, Matthew? Okay. It's going to be late. It rained all day, plus work last week was pretty heavy load, so I didn't get much time to record. So I was going to plan on... Billy, you like the live stream updates as well? Okay, alright. Well, we'll try these for the next few times. Hey, how's it going, Dave? And see how they work out. But, like I was saying, weather's not been the greatest today when I had actually planned on having the chance to record. This was actually going to be the only time I could record. But it rained all day, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm going to try to record tomorrow and edit and everything before work. So if the video comes out, it'll be late. If anything, it'll come out Tuesday. You have a Bandit 1200. Wow, okay, that's nice. I'm still rocking a permit right now. I don't have my full license yet either. But I just hadn't had the time to go get my license. Uh-oh, it says bad connection. Can you guys still hear me okay? Is everything going through okay? What do we got going on, guys? I got a bad connections symbol up here. Okay, Bobcat, you can still hear me. What about everybody else? Can everybody still hear me? Can everybody still see Maggie? Okay. All right, just making sure. All right. So yeah, as you can see, this is not the greatest lighting. I've got my light up here. It's kind of out right now. But this is where future videos are going to happen. This is where the magic is happening. I won't show you the stuff behind me because it's a disaster. But I've got some stuff right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's for future videos. That's going to be fun. And then we've got all my riding gear here on the rack that we built, or I built the other day. 33 subs. Hey, it's better than nothing. But the way I see it, subscriber count isn't really what makes a channel. It's the community and how you put your videos out, and what your videos are all about. Just like the community we're starting to build on Project One Art, it's about a community that bands together and does acts of random kindness from around the world. That's the hope for the channel, as you guys probably already know. Fraga, I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I enjoy making them. They are a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah, so this is where all the magic happens. This is where I've been putting Maggie together and back together. It's dark. Sorry for the crappy lighting. It's a disaster, but it's a work in progress. If you guys want to know what kind of tank pad that is right here. It is One Design. No, that is not backwards. That is actually how it's written. One Design. I picked those up from my local Cycle Gear. They've got a lot of cool stuff at Cycle Gear. I would recommend, if you have a motorcycle or you're thinking about getting into motorcycle riding and you want to get gear, I would suggest going there or Revzilla. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. A 50cc. I don't know. You know, I've heard somewhere, like in Europe or somewhere overseas, that you have to start out on a certain cc bike. I'm not sure if it's UK or not, but they have it limited to what you can do for your learner's permit for your first bike and things like that. It's a little different in the US. You can get whatever bike you want to start out with. So if you're talking about a 50cc, I'm not really sure with that as far as street legal. Moto Madness, yeah. He reached out to me and asked if he could use some of the video that I had put out in one of his videos, and we were able to work something out where he helped out a lot. 50cc. Well, I know here in the U.S., Tom, most 50cc's are either scooters or some kind of dirt bike or a pit bike, which is a small miniature bike similar to Maggie. Uh-oh, I've got a bad connection again. But it's hard to say with 50cc's. I never have seen anything that small. But I will say this, once you hit 17, 125s, you can definitely look at the Yamaha 125s. Or I think Kawasaki has their little 125. I forget what it's called. I've seen them on a Girl and Her Bikes channel. I think they're very similar to a Grom, Kawasaki's version of the Grom, I guess. I don't know if they have those in the UK, if they're legal or not, but that'd be a good one to start out with. But yeah, so this is just for the guys that are just coming in. This is just a little update about Maggie. The turn signal kind of came loose on us after I put the new plastics on, so I'm going to be putting that on tonight with that new tank pad to keep my zippers from scratching up the new paint. There's probably going to be a late video, maybe even posting it out Tuesday, just because the oh, that'd be awesome, Bobcat. We're just trying to build a community so we can get this One Arc movement spread all over the place. So you're more than welcome to share the stuff, because that's what I really want to do with the channel, is build a community that is full of people that want to help. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that'd be awesome. I'd really appreciate that. I have, so for what's coming up on the channel, I've been working with a lot of different people in a lot of different places. I can't go into detail just yet because one of them, they're still in the works. But I do plan on meeting a motovlogger from North Carolina, and we're going to meet him. I'm going to be meeting up with him soon, hopefully before it gets too cold. We're going to do a dual vlog, hopefully within the next coming weeks, because winter's getting up on us pretty quick, and it gets kind of chilly up his way. I have a couple other things that I'm looking at doing with Maggie, and man, these sinuses, excuse me, where we can really finish her up. She's almost complete. That stuff right over there, that right there is another part of Maggie, but that's still in the works. Still trying to figure that out, but I have a couple other cosmetic things I want to do with Maggie, and then that'll be it for a while. I don't think I'll be doing any other upgrades to her. Speaking of upgrades for her, do you guys like the Project Maggie series? Is that something you guys would like to continue to be seeing as I progress with her, or would you like me to maybe put that in an update video when I go to do another live stream? Because I know with Maggie, I've got one bigger project coming up, and then the other is just a lot of bolt-on stuff. You like the video series, or do you like the? Would you like it to be in the update series, where I just do live streams? I know we have, speaking of people, I'm kind of bouncing all over the place. Sorry. This was kind of a last minute thing. I just kind of thought I would check out how live streaming works. But I've seen a lot of people in the comments of the videos where they actually are from around the world. They're have been people from the UK, from Spain, Germany, things like that. So that really does warm my heart to see that people all around the world are already seeing these videos. Not necessarily for popularity reasons, but just to try to get this movement really going. It's going in the right direction, and I hope that it continues. But one thing I do want to ask, it won't be anytime soon. I don't plan on doing it for quite some time, but I kind of want to get your guys' input, because I've seen a lot of you guys that are watching this video right now in a lot of the comments, some of my original videos. Okay, you like the live streams because of the interaction and questions. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Let's see, what was I saying? Oh, the channel is doing really well, but something I was gonna ask, what do you guys think about? I don't really want to start a Patreon account, because that kind of makes things look a little sketchy. Wow, Space 1 a.m. Wow, thank you so much for stopping by. I don't really want to start a Patreon account, because that's really can be kind of sketchy. But I would like to see what you guys think about way later on down the road, maybe monetizing the channel to make it to where we can do bigger things for the videos. Because these acts of kindness are small, they can be small, and I want to continue to do the smaller ones, but at the same time, I do want to make videos that have bigger and better acts of kindness that go along with them. Obviously, that'll deal with a lot of getting in contact with companies and things like that. Wow, 1 a.m. there too? That is insane. Start acts of kindness videos. That's awesome. And Bobcat, didn't you say you were working on getting your license, or do you have a permit? But yeah, so what do you guys think about way later on? Probably not even within the next year, but it's something that I'm kind of kicking around for future references of monetizing the channel and using the money that comes from that to put back into the channel to do bigger acts of kindness. Do you think that would be an interesting idea, or what? Because this is a community-based channel. I want to get your guys' input, because I feel like we could really work together and get this movement going by spreading it all over the internet. Okay. You kind of like that idea, Matthew? Okay. It is something that, like I said, will be way later on. I like to try to think out as far ahead as I can, so that it's not a rush or a mad rush or anything like that. Because I don't want to just post anything out there for you guys. I like to organize what I'm going to do for the day, and then record and things like that, and then have time to edit and make a good quality video for you guys. What I don't want you guys to think is that these aren't still acts of random kindness. Most of the time, at the beginning of the week is when I start trying to figure out what I want to do for an act of kindness. And then once I find out what I want to do, then if I'm going to be handing things out like the teddy bears, like you guys seem to really like those videos, I have to go and I'll purchase them after work, and then the following day is when I usually record. And then I like to take my time on editing and things like that. Um, it depends on Bobcat. I'm still, I still feel like it's kind of early to try to do any kind of fan meetups. Um, and the last time I was asked to show up to a meetup, it turned out to be really late at night. And I had work the next day because I usually have to go to work pretty early in the morning. So it would really depend on when it is, what day it is, and things like that. But I'm not against coming to your guys' fan meetups and things like that, because I do want to meet you guys in person. But I just it has to be the right time. Um, well, to be honest with you, work's been really hectic here lately. Neighbors are home. Work's been really hectic here lately. Been working weekends and things like that, and then I only have Sundays to deal with um, my family and things that I have to do around the house and things like that. So it's real hectic right now at work, but most of the times, the only time I really have spare time is going to be Saturday afternoons or even Sundays, as of right now. But I'm sure once college picks back up, I had to take a break for personal reasons from school, but once college work starts to pick back up, I'm sure that'll change too, and I'll probably have to make another update video to let you know. Do I feel awkward when I approach? Sometimes. I am very much so an introvert by nature. I'm very quiet for the most part. So these videos have actually really helped me out with that stuff. I can tell you this, if you go back and look at some of my first acts of random kindness videos, you can really see how nervous I was talking to these people, stuttering and things like that. I still do it sometimes, not as bad, but it takes practice. If you are the same way, all I can really say is just challenge yourself, push yourself and say, all right, this is to make these people's days better. And that's what's really helped me out a lot. If I see somebody that I want to help, maybe they're just a little down or something like that, when I go to give them a teddy bear, I'm like, look, this could really brighten their day. And that makes it a lot easier for me. It's something that you just have to do with repetition, and repetition brings on the feeling of being more comfortable in what you're doing. But it still sometimes is a challenge for me, but hey, you know what? It's a work in progress. The channel is still very, very new. We're not even at the 1 year mark yet. I don't even think we've hit 8 months yet. Grom as a starter bike, well, that depends. It is a good bike. If you've never ridden a motorcycle, I would suggest to get something smaller like that, or a 650 or something like that, maybe even a 300 to start out with. The reason being is because they're not as torquey, and you can really learn the motorcycle and the techniques of riding a motorcycle, and not have to really worry about the torque of the motorcycle really getting away from you. I think that a Grom, and the reason why I say depending when it comes to a Grom, those are very small. So if you are a taller person and a bigger statured person, a Grom would be kind of uncomfortable to ride. Not necessarily impossible to ride, it would just be uncomfortable for you. Because I've seen some pretty good sized people riding Groms, and the Grom does fine. It's just they look pretty uncomfortable riding the Grom. So I really think it depends on your stature. Another one, if I hadn't said already, is a 300, maybe like an R3. Or, let's see. What I personally learned, what's funny, I learned how to ride a street bike on a Harley? Oh, of course, anything's better than nothing. A scooter is a good way to learn the techniques of leaning, for sure. But I learned on a Harley Davidson, a Dyna 650. I'm sorry, a Dana 650. And love those motorcycles. I'd love to get one again someday, but I'm enjoying Maggie a lot right now. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update. It's going on almost 30 minutes. I didn't plan on going this long, but I wanted to let you know, this coming week's video is probably going to be late. If you haven't checked out my Instagram and Twitter accounts, make sure to check those out. Those are in links of all my descriptions of every one of my videos that have come out recently. P.O. Box is still open and going. We've got it going, up and running. I haven't checked it yet because it's still new, so I'm sure there's probably not much going on that side. So yeah, that's really all I got for this update video. It's gone a lot longer than I really expected it to, which is fine. I really have enjoyed interacting with you guys from a live perspective. This is actually really cool. I love the way technology is going. So with that being said, excuse me, with that being said, always be kind to one another. It only takes a very, very small act of kindness to brighten someone's day, to make their day a little bit better, because you never know. That act of kindness could potentially save someone's life. Thank you, Bobcat. Again, hashtag be kind. And until next time, peace.